Good evening. Good
Howdy.
evening. Hello. How do you do?
Good evening.
Howdy. Howdy.
Shall we?
Is
Oh,
that
absolutely.
Elio, Russo?
Yeah, I'll
We got
introduce
everyone.
It
everybody.
is. It is.
It's the theatre. Um, oh god, this place looks a bit seedy in the dark. Fucking hell.
It's all right.
Let me introduce then. So, we've got Mr. Bones here. We've got Mr. Moretti here. This is Martin. And Mr. Russo. So, everyone apart from Martin here is my assistant manager, and Martin is the assistant to the assistant manager. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, he opens the doors and things. Yeah.
Oh,
We should probably introduce ourselves as well.
Yes.
Gwendolyn Harper. Pleasure to meet you. And my sister.
Quinn Harper. And I know most of you. All of you,
right.
actually. But yeah,
So
good to meet y'all again.
we are
Pleasure.
sort of, I guess, the co-owners of Harper's Talent Agency. So we run it
Lovely.
together.
Brilliant.
Lovely. I saw your newspaper article advertising the company as well the other day. Oh, very good. So, how long have you been here, Gwendolyn?
Like 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Oh, lovely. How are you finding it?
Quite interesting, I will say. The first week of being here was quite intimidating, but apart from that, I've met quite a lot of interesting people, so that's been fun.
Lovely.
By the way,
Lovely.
would you like to take a seat?
Yes, shall we? Take a seat, gentlemen.
First up, for sure.
Dickie, you first, yeah, take a seat.
Go on,
Oh.
Dickie.
All right. Bloody hell. Let's just empty this
You
pipe.
are the Don, right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Please, everyone sit.
Go on, miss. You have a seat as well.
Oh, thank you.
Are you just going to lean over?
It's a bit
Well,
crazy.
so-
I didn't realize she was gonna sit.
Yeah, have some manners, Bill. Yeah.
So we've been established here for just over a year, really. We've had a number of events and plays. We did Chekhov's The Proposal when we first got here. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. We did our murder mystery, which Quinn, you'll remember. Thank you for taking part in that. We've had a Fast Friends event, which is a speed friendship event. What else have we had, Russo? You've been here a long time.
Well, of course, it's Drama Club, which is a long-running staple, isn't there?
Yeah,
Oh,
we've done
yes.
many performances for things like the Italian cultural event where I had the
Oh,
Romeo and
yes.
Juliet.
Yes, the Italian cultural event. We also get hired quite regularly for private functions. Most recently, we did some entertainment at the Law Christmas Ball. And previous to that, we did the Law. There was a wedding, and they hired us to come along and do some things, bits and pieces. That seems to be the most lucrative of the events that we do. So that's a little bit about us.
And that's just the past. Going forward, going forward into the next year, it's going to be a really big year.
Yeah, I'd say,
90
like you were
events
saying,
is
20
brilliant.
events a month is what you were going to say. And yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of the goal. And singing, musical, everything else.
20 events a month.
Yeah, no.
That's a bit dramatic, but maybe 20 events in a whole year.
Yeah, we always try to have one big production running, like Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, but then we also sort of supplement that with smaller events. We have a musical event scheduled for next month. So yeah, it keeps us busy, keeps us off the streets at least.
I will
That's
say
lovely.
though, that there is a little bit of curiosity. Of course, it's very interesting to hear what you're doing, and I read the newspaper article myself, and it is very intriguing. Especially, of course, I don't have a relationship with you, Gwendolyn, but Miss Quinn over there is a very nice person, a very business savvy person. So we are kind of wondering what it is that you're looking to do going forward.
Kind of, if you don't mind, I'll start with my part, I guess, and you can add afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
sounds good.
So, the basic idea, or the main idea, is for our agency to be the middleman between the entertainers or the artists and whoever wants to hire. For example, your company is, it's not just one person, right? So you probably don't have that issue. But when it comes to people who work on their own, who do not belong in a company, have a hard time, and people who want to hold events and are looking for entertainment can have quite a hard time trying to find people for said events. So, simply speaking, we're trying to be the management, the middleman, the contact person for that stuff. So whenever someone needs a contact for something, we are here to provide and here to help. When it comes to events, we have events of our own planned, and we are actually going to have one in the next 2 weeks, I believe. But we are hoping to provide entertainment and connect people. That is our main goal. We're not exactly striving for profits. If anything, we are hoping to provide profits to entertainers and events, especially such as yours, which is probably the main thing that we would be offering. Also, we have a few events in mind, for example, auditions, and hopefully during those auditions we can find ourselves talents to perform in the upcoming events, which also brings me to the point that we wanted to gather ourselves a company of people or a group of people to judge said events. So we were hoping that perhaps we could invite you sometime for such things. And if you are holding an event or doing a production and you need funding, we would like to help you out with that stuff.
Oh, excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have
sounds
anything
good.
to add?
Well, Gwen is pretty much like a philanthropist, I guess, a patron of the arts, you know. And I'm pretty much just trying to help her out, and you know, I always want to help support the arts too. And yeah, I guess you know I also will be helping more on the event side of things. You know, putting together a few events for us, and you know that's when I'll be reaching out to hire people, as Gwen said, and you know also for upcoming theater events. I'm always happy to help cater for those as well, and that's I'm happy to do that for free too.
That's very generous of you, thank you.
I guess another thing is that we are hoping to have a close contact with publishers and I suppose journalists. We are hoping to maybe cause some, how do I say this? Gossip
Gossip.
for upcoming stars. You know, nothing says publicity like publicity.
Like
And we are
buzz.
hoping to exactly.
Nothing
And we are
salacious,
hoping
though, I
to
hope.
Oh, well, that depends, right?
Tell them about the idea with the the stars.
I mean, if there is someone who we are trying to make famous, you know, to get the name out there in the streets, perhaps we can cause a little bit of turmoil and write an article about someone having, you know, a romantic relationship with a different star. And, you know, it doesn't have to be real as long as it causes publicity.
Yeah.
I see.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, like imagine somebody sitting on a porch, right? You know, they come out of their house and they pick up a newspaper and they say, you know, let's say, Sir Dickie White, star of the play, is in love with Rousseau.
Dickie.
How did you know?
And
You-
Martin Yeager is heartbroken, and everybody would just, they'd be, on table's edge, just sort of trying to, find out what's going on, Except we won't do this stuff without the actor's consent, of course,
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Yes.
naturally. I do find that quite fascinating. I think that's quite an
Mhm.
interesting idea. And
Yeah,
for me personally,
publicity.
I don't know about the other people here, but talent spotting or securing talents that we may not have ourselves for performances is very interesting line of
Mhm.
work that I think would benefit both of us. Um, so I think there's plenty of avenues that we could explore.
Yeah, and building off what
Mhm.
Elio just said, not just that aspect, but I think what intrigues me is what you were saying about the other side of things, right? People needing theater, musicians, whatever it may be, for their various events, but lacking the contact information or lacking the resources. I mean, I can't tell you how many times someone's told me, "Oh, I wish I knew about you guys last week when I had an event," or "I wish I knew," So having someone who could maybe be the word of mouth or the source to feel things could be good.
Exactly. I think that's what we kind of want to do is to, essentially have almost like a base of data on all of the different, the contact details, the talents, what people can do, and then uh, you know, push them forward on their own behalf. We make sure that everybody has given their consent to be part of it, and that they're happy with the telegrams being given out, and then, we can advertise for them and give them advice if they need, and really get in contact with companies or events and be the almost like a household name.
I
Well,
see.
we're happy to help with the marketing. I understand that sometimes it can be quite jarring and quite a task to complete. But if you are in contact, well, we are in contact with some uh, just a journalist and a few people who are doing press on their own, and they are happy to help us out. Which means that if we have someone who wants to take poetry or someone who wants to write a book, we can quickly get them into contact to get that going and maybe get a deal or something like that. So it's just really contacts, marketing, and agency for all that stuff.
Very good. So, without trying to sound reductionist, it's like the business bureau, but for artists, actors, singers, performers.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very fine idea.
I have a question actually.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about promoting actors or promoting talent and stuff like that, which I think is a very good idea. What about promoting in general? Say if we say, for example, we wanted to hire you to promote our play and go and promote that and maybe handle certain things like, so for example, Dickie's had to handle a lot of the ticket selling. Would that be something that your agency would do, or is that something that you're not interested in doing?
I think we could take that. We are
Mhm.
currently also interested in hiring a few people, and we're trying to find some employees for similar kind of things. So I think we could definitely take that up ourselves.
Okay, just think it's an option that we can explore potentially. And I do think it's
Mhm.
important though that also communication and alignment is actually quite key here, because we are going to be operating in a similar field, of course, and that is good for all of us. And I think though it's important that we communicate with each other, because you might want to have a performance around the same time we do, or vice versa. And then if we have a clearer alignment together, then we can work these things out, and it's not going to put like any issues for either of us. We can talk it through and arrange dates that suit both of us and so on and so forth, and help each other out
Mhm.
in general. I think that would be a very good thing, but communication is going to be very important going forward, I think.
Absolutely.
If I may ask a slightly bold and specific question, but just bear with me.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So we have a group of people who I would consider talented, and that's a mixture of artists and actors, musical artists and actors, who we use in our plays. We also have people who design costumes and things like that. What's stopping you from taking those people and then charging them back to us at a profit? Like, I'm worried about the management of talent.
Well, we won't be taking any commission for giving people. Am I correct in saying that, Quan?
If we ever did take commission, it would be from our own events if we sell tickets, or if a specific separate group that is not involved in entertainment at all came to us and asked for entertainers, maybe then we could take a finder's fee. But from you, I have absolutely no reason to take any money from, especially because we are more interested in providing funding rather than taking it from people. We're trying to help out any creative or entertainment business. We are trying to be the patrons.
Very well, thank you. Rusa, did you want to talk more about the music festival, logistics, tickets?
Yeah. So, I think I can write you, of course, with more details, but so far I believe we only have one performer confirmed, right? You've confirmed,
No, we've got.
or is that
I
not
thought we had
confirmed?
3.
No, we've got Billy Day, wonderful talent, must say. Jeremiah, Ralph, and Natalia.
We're having Ralph perform.
Or is Natalia doing it by herself?
Oh, are they
Ralph
performing
is-
together?
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, when I made the offer to Natalia before Christmas, it was to Natalia.
Okay.
Yeah.
It may not be Ralph, and even if he does, they can be one like duo, right? They don't got to take up
Yeah.
4 slots. So I think either way, we got sounds like 3 people, and we need to fill 2 more, right? Obviously, I play, a couple other people play, but I think ideally it'd be nice to show new people. I mean, I'm sure Tibbs maybe would be open, but I personally, like I said, I want to use this and see who you two find and see what you can do with the marketing. You guys have a lot of great ideas and a lot of energy about making it exciting and fun and good ways to bring attention on something. I think this could be the perfect event to, start as a seed and watch it grow.
So, if you don't mind me
Absolutely.
saying, right away, because we have started. I call it the town book. It's more like a catalog of information I carry everywhere. But for example, I recently met a lady called Florence Jackson. She seems quite interested and she seems very professional. She could be a really good fit for you. Another person is, I don't know if you would like to hire him because of his slight interesting reputation, Billy Joe Barber. He is quite interested in performing as well. I've heard very interesting, very good recommendations about Rain Farley, but I'm not listened to her myself yet.
Well, one thing maybe we could do, we actually haven't had anything like this for music at least. If you have a big enough roster and they all are genuinely interested, let's start with reaching out and seeing if they'd want to do it. Maybe having an audition at the San Denis Theater, having them line up, play, we can hear them, and then the 5 we think are best, we put in for the first one, and then we have them on standby for maybe any future ones if it's a success and whatnot. But I think hosting auditions, if there's enough musical talent out there, could be great.
If you were really and then on the hours as well that people are available to sing, you could possibly even do an early event and then a late event as well on a different day.
It's true, depending on how many we got. Right now, we're thinking if we do it on the 13th, we do it at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's the current, I think, agreed upon time, right, Dickie?
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, let's see what we, how much interest we get and how big it's looking like it'll be in the coming weeks. But we got a month to plan, and if I can do anything, just let me know. And as I said, just keep me up to date on the ideas you have in terms of marketing and stories and anything you want to do to draw attention.
Absolutely.
Have you, by any chance, have you got any actresses or singers that you know, I guess garnering any attention, um, both female and male?
I know. I mean, Natalia was signing an autograph the other day.
Oh,
She's definitely had some attention. I mean, who else can you think of?
Um,
I mean, I've been hired for quite a few events, but I ain't gonna toot my own horn, you know. And
Was garnering some attention as Alice, of course. You know, the star of
oh
the show.
right, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Alice.
Singers, not really. No, not
I
really.
mean, Tibbs is
Oh,
fantastic.
Tibbs.
She has quite an aversion to performing in public.
Yeah, that's the only issue. But she, I mean, she got second place in the talent show, I think, right? So.
we could maybe see, you know, we could have sort of like a little group of celebrities, like Saint Denishian tops, you know. Um, Even if they're not from Saint Denis, you know, we can sort of make it like there's a personality street, you know, there's like a theater street or something that's, you know, all of the high society people go to the Bastille, you know, have mixer nights for, you know, these talents and really make it like not just the talent that they have, but the lifestyle that they have, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's great.
I think Billy Day could be a really good one too. You
I
know,
agree.
You know, renowned singer Billy Day, you know. Such a great name, Billy Day. It's
Well, I
so
know.
good.
The other Billy that you mentioned, I did reach out to them with my telegram details regarding the music festival, but I never heard nothing. I didn't hear anything from them, unfortunately.
I'll reach out to him then.
Lovely.
All right. Well, I don't know if you two have anything or if any of my companions here do, but I think that wraps what I wanted to say on the musical event. But looking forward to seeing what you guys do.
Perhaps Russo and Bones and Elio. Where the fuck's Elio?
Have to
You
get step
stepped out for a
aside
second.
for a moment.
Perhaps if you haven't already, you could give the Harper twins your telegram details. You don't need Martin's.
I believe you have mine.
Yes, we do.
All right, Martin.
Mine is TE299. Terribly excited.
It's the
I can
most.
hardly keep this one quiet. He's so excited.
Yeah.
Well, I will send you all an invite for the age reveal party. It's gonna be about 4 p.m. EST on the 13th, so that you know you can. Wait, is that right? The 13th,
The 19th.
19th. Sorry. Yeah. So you can make sure that you know you're free for it if you like, and as well the theme, of course, is to dress as old people.
Yeah. I've
That one
already.
for you then, Dickie.
And what
Aye.
we're doing is all, you know, all
That's-
dancing.
that's
and
my
everybody
dance.
Get drink. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, cheers for that, Bones.
It's my thing.
Lovely. Very well. Well, wonderful. Lovely. Exciting. Is it is it Das Bratwurst or Die Bratwurst or what?
Die Bratwurst.
Die
Die-
Bratwurst.
Bratwurst.
Mhm.
You are a little Bratwurst, Martin.
A delectable
It's-
little bratwurst.
Best enjoyed with a bridgen.
With a what?
That's a little bread roll, isn't it?
It is. You now cut
It's a
the
little
bread
bread
roll
roll,
open
isn't
and
it? Got some butter on it, brown sauce.
I know you're just jealous I know my stuff, Elio.
I'm not jealous at all. I think that's absolutely fabulous.
I'm cultured, me.
yeah.
I'm well proud of
Yeah.
you.
Well done, everybody. I'm very proud of you all.
Oh yeah, I'm proud of you, Dickie. You asked a real tough question, and I like it.
Yeah.
That made me gain a bit of respect for you, there, Dickie.
Oh, cheers!
No,
He
I've
didn't
got
have any
loads of respect
before.
for it.
Just a
No,
bit.
it added on respect.
Oh, cheers!